Hi, today I thought we could have a look at this. It's an external sounder for a burglar alarm made by Eaton. Eaton do quite a lot of things now. Fixings and some jumpers. Instructions. Sounder itself. Let's open it up. Oh, I don't know quite what I was expecting, but there's a lot of space in here. Yes. Battery because it's an SAB micro switch and the PCB. Obviously that's the sounder. That's small. The next thing to do really is test it. Let's go and do that now. Here we are, as you can see. It's mounted and connected. To be honest, I didn't expect the LEDs to do that, scrolling across from left to right. Personally, I do not like comfort lights. I suppose you'll want to hear it. I've actually got it connected to an ion panel. As you saw, the comfort lights changed from being comfort lights to a strobe, for want of a better description. Personally, I would prefer a xenon tube rather than LEDs. But that said, I don't really much care for either. But that's for another time. The pros, what I do like about it. The price. It only costs £20 including delivery. The cons, what I don't like about it. Here and here you put in two very small bolts. You put a nut on the back so in theory it becomes captive. But supposing you lose one, yes you shouldn't, but supposing you do, you've pretty much had it. Most sounders have one of these. A 6mm bolt, or as I call them, a gutter bolt. You find them on all sorts of sounders, so if you do lose one, it's no problem, put another gutter bolt on it. Let's look back inside. Yes, I haven't put this back on, it's a cover that goes over all the connections and the components. My concern with anything like this is it's sealed. But what happens when it gets cold? Moisture in air will condense when it gets very cold. The problem with that is that you'll then get condensation filling it up. Yes, it will take a few years, but it does happen. By which time it will corrode it all. All they would have to do is put a drain hole in the bottom of this. Solve the problem. Any condensation runs that down the bottom. Another thing I don't particularly care for is here. There's no silicone over the wires going into the sounder. You get damp sitting on there and that's going to go into it. Bit of silicone or a cap over the top, solve the problem. No. You may be wondering, yes, I have taped up the tamper switch. That was just to make my life easier while I'm showing it to you. It has a couple of jumpers over here. Changes the tone of it. If you watch here, you'll see there's an LED that flashes every so often. That is actually indicating that all is well. But likewise, it can also indicate there's a problem. In particular, low voltage. Yes, it tells you that there's a problem. It also tells everyone else there's a problem. If you like this content, a thumbs up is always appreciated. a subscription to the channel, which is free, would be great as well. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. You can also support me on Ko-fi. Bonus footage. Here is the positive incoming from the panel. It's going off to the multimeter over there. I'll show you that in a minute. But here's something I never expected. I'll disconnect it. But as you see, the comfort LEDs are still going, which means they're running on the battery here. That's not good. But also, if you notice, as I said earlier, the red LED is flashing more. It's now flashing twice as opposed to once. There we are. You can see the red LED flashes twice to indicate a fault. By looking on the list, it will tell you what two flashes mean. Let's reconnect it again. Now this time I'll show you the meter so you can see how much current the siren uses. In its standby state, it's using just over 38 milliamps. When the red LED flashes once, it goes up to 45. But let's see how much current it uses in alarm condition. I'm sure it won't be a lot. As you saw, it goes up to 180 milliamps. Not bad.